Woo! Okay. Yeah, this ain't gonna do. Let's just... Okay, perfect. Okay. Guys, every reading can't be a Gollum takeover. Okay. And you even got the sigil here for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. We'll do Gorama's Drama Corner. I got you. Well, hi. Welcome, my lovely guest here. Now that we've got this nice, clean space and I'm hanging out and I'm chilling and you're chilling and you're chilling and I'm chilling. You want a tarot reading? Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you would. Let me go ahead and dust you off, and I'm going to welcome you here to the tent. Hi, Decoy. A place for people who enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between. And, you know, we like to ask questions into the abyss. We get some stuff back. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. I'm being told to specifically say the word savory. Ooh, are you eating something with a bit of umami in it? Is that what they call it? When it's got that, like... meaty texture. Mr. Meaty. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about Mr. Meaty in a minute. I wonder if it's because I got my little monster. I got Earl in front of me. Okay, well, you know, I've cleansed the space. I've filled the air with lovely, lovely chatter. Maybe you've been chatting a little more recently. There's a lot of energy here, and I'm going to use this energy, and I'm going to connect myself to this space. I'm connecting the mirror that I scry with to this space. And most importantly, I'm connecting you to this space. My lovely, lovely guest. Ooh, I thought I saw someone out the window. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. So we are here. Welcome. Usually I would draw a sigil. I think this might be a low-key Gollum takeover for whatever reason, but we don't look gift horses in the mouth, so let's go ahead. Let me get this guy centered for you. Perfect. And I'm gonna try to stay still. No promises, but I promise I'm trying my best. Anyway, this is your... I'm gonna freeze up. So this is your sigil. Go ahead, take that in, use it. You know, ground. You know, these are auto-drawn reminders, so I've got no clue, any rhyme, reason to any swoop, line, motion. We can ponder about it together. You know, in fact, let's ponder like out loud for a little bit. Because there's a lot of arrows, a lot of motion, a lot of like strong strikes. Because, you know, Earl draws these. But when I was guided to make this, there were just a lot of like intense motions. Like I got... what came to mind as I was making the sigil was a lot of skater intense zoom motions, like just that radical graffiti style kind of art, like Jet Set Radio comes to mind. So maybe you're jet setting, listening to the radio more. iHeartRadio might be significant to you. I'm hearing someone has a logo or an emblem. And like I is significant, like N-I or the letter I. N-I-I-N? I-N? Okay. But like, I was getting a lot of like intense, radical graffiti kind of motion. I was drawn to place all these arrows on here. Even the way that I put it down was I put the color down, like this looks how it looks, beautiful, but I put the color down, and then after the color got put down, that's when I grabbed they said we're done talking about this. That's when I grabbed the pen and really started making marks and stuff like that. Maybe that's how you create. Maybe you like to lay down, like you like to get all the materials and then like craft within it. I'm getting the mental image of like, you know, when people like they sculpt, they say, look at the marble and I bring the image out of the block of clay, or I bring the image out of the marble. Maybe that's the kind of processing that you do, where, and this could be with anything, art is just the analogy that's coming out, or maybe that is your reality. You're very, let's just start putting it together and allow the work to speak for itself, and not necessarily the way of allow the work to talk for itself. Literally allow the work to decide what form it takes. Like, yeah, I wanted to make it purple, but you know, I kind of mixed up the ratios of, I'm getting like glaze specifically. Maybe someone is into pottery or does something that like glaze is a thing, or I'm seeing like a powdery medium. Mayhaps that is something, but you're like, you know what? This isn't the shade of purple that I thought I was gonna get, but I'm not against it. Let's not scrap this. Let's work with it. Like, you're allowing the art to flow out of you, but not just flow out of you. You're allowing the art to flow in general. You're allowing, I'm going to use flow a lot, ebb and flow. You're allowing, like I'm seeing the Infinity 8. You're working in tandem with the universe. Ooh. So, Garama, we'll do your little thing. That'll actually be my next Golem takeover, because I want to really go into what spirit pulled through with that sigil, which, by the way, you know, that was just my kind of thing. If you saw other things in there, feel free to leave in the comments. Ponder together, glean together. That's just what I was intuiting as I was revisiting the sigil. But you know what? You know just about, or if not more than I do about the sigil, because if this is your reading, then this is your sigil. Perfect. And then Earl, you can hold that for me. Maybe you like squishmallows, or I'm seeing there's someone who you hand people things a lot, or maybe people are always handing you stuff, or maybe you were just in a situation like at the mall or a theme park, something with bags, where people were just suddenly handing you stuff. Okay, so spirit, let's tap in and tell me what my lovely guests, what is this about letting flow happen? What is this about letting the creation emerge? Let's tap into these index cards, see what we get. Ooh, that did a nice little flip. Why is yes? Oh gosh, they're like, yes, let it flow, let it happen. The weight of your sins darken your fur. Ooh. Yes, sins. I'm hearing be gluttonous. Let it happen. Be a little monster is coming out. Earl right here is a little monster. These are all technically little monsters because they're golem abominations that I have breathed life into, if that's the type of thing you're into. If you're not into that, they're little craft projects I did. Someone's multifaceted. We're not doing that. Someone's multifaceted. Someone likes to say goofy words. Maybe someone's tongue is a little vulgar, but they themselves are like goofy, chill. Someone says you need to be a little more out of touch. And by a little more out of touch, it's allow yourself to be taken away. Allow yourself to be taken away, to be enamored by what is being created. Because the reason that the artist allows the art to take the form that it wants to take is because they are intrigued, because they are fascinated, because they are enamored, and they want to see where it goes. So this is a little alien abduction. You're like, take me away. Oh God, take me away. The sweet escape. Fool's endurance. Let yourself just fall into it. Ebb as it flow and flow as it ebb, and flow is a big thing. So maybe you're a rapper. Maybe you do poetry. Maybe there's something, workflow is also coming through. So this could be like in various business capacity. Rapper is coming out like really strong though. But like maybe you're someone that doesn't have to be professionally. Maybe it's just something that you enjoy doing in your off time. Maybe you yourself have an ebb and flow. This could be someone who also uses their voice. Maybe you're a very fast talker. Maybe you've been working on different cadences. Evening. Maybe a lot of your work is evening work, or maybe you were coming to an end of a magnum opus. A magnum opus. Okay, we got some dramatic people here, but lean into it. You're being asked to allow creation to be. You are the creator, but you are a co-creator. And in co-creating, you're doing your part. Allow the other piece. Allow yourself to be inspired by what inspires you, is what I'm hearing. Allow your muse to do their job. Some of y'all have not been letting your muse do its part of the work. You need to take a second and just enjoy. Remember that you also like the things that you make. The reason that whatever it is you do is allowed to breathe, is allowed to have life, or at least has life in this moment, in this iteration with you, is because you put hands to it, is because you were driven to create. Something about it enticed you and asked, hey, do you want to work with me so that I can be a reality? Come dance with me and see all the things that we could be. Ooh. You're being asked to accept the dance, to take the universe's hand again the way that you did the first time when you started making what you made. August, evening, like something about late, like maybe late summer, the evening. I'm getting like a lot of fun. Maybe the evening is when you, is a time that you feel more creative. Maybe this is when you're having downtime. Maybe you're being asked to create evening downtime. August Alsina is popping up in my head. Maybe you're being asked to create some downtime for yourself, and you're being encouraged to maybe do it in the evening. Ooh, let's get one more card out of here for my lovely guest, and then we'll go into the tarot to expand on it. But pretty much the big thing that is pushing through is you're being reminded that your creation has just as much of a role in its creation as you do. Allow your pieces, relinquish some control. Don't interpret every false step as that. Was it a bad step? Was it a mistake? Or is it something that you weren't planning on doing? Is it not good? Give me my face back. Give your muse its credit again. Let your muse put in its work. Tiwaz. Victory, justice. Oh my God. Refinding your passion, getting that ignition, that electricity, that spark back. 17 is also the star. Allow yourself to gaze upon your muse in awe. Allow them to do their job. Like if your job as the creator is to birth what you are imagining, what you see into this reality, then the job of your muse is to inspire you and to give you those ideas, to give you that passion, to give you that drive for you to go on and create. So for instance, I'll go back to the rapper thing. If you want to make a song, yeah, you can just sit and you can like force something out and create whatever you want. But I'm feeling, at least for you, your best things come when they just flow. Those moments when you jolt up and you're like, oh my God, I need a pencil and a paper now. And evaluate when those moments come forth. Like, and this isn't even just for music. That's just one of the ones that's coming front to mind. Think about those moments when you have those eureka moments, when you have those ideas. What are you doing? What's happening? I'm hearing the word rest, which is really loud at me. What's happening in that rest? What are you enjoying? There's some people who are like, your muse is yourself, your muse is your time. Or even that it's connecting with the universe and allowing your mind to just float, allowing yourself to exist, to be, allowing yourself to relax. Maybe there's been, you've been forcing creation. You've been making yourself make things, whether you want to or not, or even if you are in the mood for creation, you're like, oh no, I have to do this. I can't work on these these aren't as important as this. I have to get this one out. I have to stay true to this. If I don't finish this, I'll never But like, if your heart's not there, if the muse isn't flowing, whatever you create out of that, yeah, it's going to come out of it, but it's going to not be what you want it to be. It will exist and it'll be there, but there's going to be a little bit missing. Not necessarily soulless, but that's not what you were meant to be creating in this moment. Of course, there's the like, hey, you're supposed to be working on this project. Don't distract yourself with something else. But you know the difference in I'm genuinely in a rut. I'm absolutely forcing myself to make this and not putting my energy or attempting to find something else or even giving myself rest. So there's something in that. You're being trust where you're being called to. Trust what's coming out. Just because what your hands are creating is not what you're imagining in your mind's eye, it doesn't mean what you're creating is not good. Look at it. There's something there. So, ooh, I'm getting like, there's like a little frustration. So maybe that is something that's happening where someone can't quite get something. They keep making something and people are like, yeah, it's good. We like it, but like, it's not exactly what you want. You're being told to sit back. Ooh, sit back and observe. Let your muse do its job. So if you, I'm using the word muse a lot as well. It's like not even inspiration. So maybe some of you have something that you actively identify as your muse. Maybe find a way to reconnect with that. Baddie friend. Ooh, yeah, reconnect with your baddie friend, your partner in crime. What lights that spark for you? Well, I specifically heard, don't go back to that toxic thing. That's not what we're talking about. Don't even start. So there's some of you. You know what muse, what is not your muse. Don't use this as an excuse to be a problem. Disaster, emotional pain at the split deck. Or some of you, your muse maybe is that pain that you've experienced in the past before. You're getting it out and, oh, so this might not be for everyone, but for some of you, the reason for your upset is you're finding that the things that you're creating are from subjects that you're attempting to ignore, that you personally just, and no judgment, that you genuinely don't want to encounter because of the pain that it brings you for various reasons. But allowing it to flow out of you is a way of releasing. If you are someone where it's like it's invading, like let's say it's like you do art, you do work, and you notice that it's like flowing into your creative, into your hobby, allow it to flow out. Don't stop it. Even if you don't want to see it, destroy the thing that you make after. But if you don't allow it to flow out, then it stays in you. And it's going to keep trying to come out no matter what. That's also a big thing I'm hearing. If you're one of the people that are experiencing every time I go to create something, for some reason, this subject keeps coming up, or like I keep making this thing and I hate this, but like it keeps I'm hearing specifically, someone's like, I hate this, but they keep coming out good and everyone likes it. And I don't know why, and I keep making it. The next time you make it, don't just rush through it in spite. Of course, be in a safe place, talk to someone professional, talk to trusted people about it. But if it's something that's constantly popping up in your work, don't just rush it out. Don't just shut it down. Get yourself in a safe position and allow that expression. You're being guided by spirit, your team, higher self, whatever you subscribe to. Kifler, whatever you subscribe to, you're being encouraged to allow that expression to exist. Specifically in that you're not being told in this moment that it's to show to people, it's to give to anyone, or even to just show to yourself. There's something in you. It's not even indulging, you giving this expression space, even though it's icky. Okay. Let's try to get something else. That got a little deep, but depth is important. Here at the tent, we don't shy away from depth, because in going to that deepness is how we find that happiness. If you're here at the tent and that is something that you're going to, for starters, hearts out to you. If you're still with me after hearing that and you're still holding on, you're doing way better on your journey than you think. You're not as blind to things as you believe that you are. You're actively working on it. Because if you weren't actively working on it, you'd have clicked off. You'd have been like, absolutely not, lady. You're not about to tell me my trauma. You go back. Some circus lady ain't about to tell me what I'm going through. Just let me leave. Which, totally valid. I'm not even mad. But I'm about to do the cliche thing of, you're so much stronger than you think. You're literally living it. You're not going to realize how strong you are because you're still feeling the wound. It's hard to feel strong when you have a knife sticking out of your stomach. Ooh, that's for someone. It's hard to know it's hard to acknowledge how strong you are when you're laid up in the hospital bed still bleeding. What's this? Up. Arrows. Arrows. The lessons that you've learned are going to start coming through in your art. There's a eureka moment, a lightning flash that's on its way to you. If you don't have a muse, you're going to be inspired by something muse-like. Ooh, my ear's ringing. But there's an upward motion. Oh, I didn't realize my music had stopped. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's end this on like a good note. Let's kind of ask about that. Let's see if we can get like a little bit of information on what that upward motion is. Okay. What is this spark? Legal. Ooh, okay. Okay. Contracts, paperwork. Hope you guys did your taxes. It's the 28th. I'm being told to say that. Ice Queen, travel, self-love. Huh. See, I was going to mention Chiron, which is Sagittarius, which is traveling as well. This, ooh. It's giving a little bit of Stella gets their groove back. An opportunity is going to come. Ooh, okay. Take this as it is, because now I'm just intuiting. We're doing straight channel. I know these cards are in front of me. We're going to straight channel. So, an opportunity that involves actual paper, not paperwork, paper, it could be paperwork, but I'm just being told in general, paper. An opportunity that involves paper is coming your way that will result in a hardening and a thawing in proper measurements, a defrost. The defrosting is going to take you to self-love. Nope, you have to actually jump out. The defrosting is going to take you to self-love. At least it's not even taking you to self-love. The self-love is how the defrost is going to happen. You might have a north node or a south node. You might have north node, south node in the Gemini. What is it? Gemini Sagittarius axis. I was going to say Scorpio. Was it Scorpio Taurus axis? And fine. I'll go ahead and say, what is it? It's Aries Libra. Yeah, in the Aries Libra line. That can be north node, south node. Switch those out. That's significant. I'm getting like destined ancestors. There's a generational blockage here that this eureka moment is going to fix. You're going to have a eureka moment. You're going to have a moment of expression that comes to you during some type of travel. Plane, car, bike, feet. Something about documents, something about paperwork. Papers are significant. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because you're going up. You're going to have a eureka. Your job right now is to allow the is to remember that you are a co-creator and not the sole creator. Allow the universe to work with you. I'm also realizing that our chimes are off. I guess I don't know how long they've been off, but it got somber and serious near the end. But this is important. I think that that's when it's going to come to you, in a moment of stillness, in a moment of quiet, when you're allowing it to flow out, ebb and flow, when you're allowing it to flow out of you. Maybe someone likes water. Maybe someone wears those toe shoes that you can also wear as the aqua shoes. Maybe you're going to have flippers on soon. Maybe you have a piece of coral around you. Maybe you like coral. Coral. Squirrel. Maybe your name's Violet. Maybe you like chocolate. Huh. No, I think that allowing yourself more moments of silence is also important as well. Allow yourself to exist in the nothing. Still small voice. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, dust you off. We don't want this to drag too long. Thank you for stopping by at the tent. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close our connection. You're doing amazing. Remember, you're the co-creator. Allow the universe to do its job. Allow your muse to pull its weight. Ugh. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you guys next time at my tent. Bye. How long has that music been off? Did I not loop it? Well, I'll find out in edit.